right now?
I thought the same thing.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Come on, man.
What happened?
He got locked up, but they did let him out.
He called it.
Not Jakey Rondo, Akon. I just want to be clear on that.
He
I don't want
spoke
to
it
be
into
smirched.
existence.
Didn't he?
manifested it.
He manifested it.
They locked him up. But he's
all right. So
he's
we got to pick up where we left off with the Eagles, because this whole conversation on AJ Brown, and is it justified? Is it not justified? Is he bringing unnecessary attention to the team, distractions, etc.? We'll get to that in a second. Oklahoma, Alabama, huge game this weekend that we'd all pay to see. Your money, your move. Brought to you by Robinhood. Trade it all in one place. You can catch the game 3:30 p.m. Eastern on ABC on a Saturday. So we played the comments. He's on that stream. And the Janky Rondo, the host, the streamer, is saying, "How's everything? How you doing?" He's like, "Are you kidding? Like, what do you mean?" Like, as if it's so obvious that A.J. Brown, wide receiver for the Eagles, is not doing well because of the lack of touches he's getting. Then Nick Sirianni comes out and says, "Well, I'm done talking about this anymore." Well, unfortunately for Coach Sirianni, you're not, because as Smalls has mentioned, A.J. Brown is not done talking about it. So it has become somewhat of a distraction on this team, so much so that the quarterback, Jalen Hurts, was asked about whether or not he's okay with A.J. Brown voicing his displeasure.
Well, we got the Detroit Lions, so I'm gonna definitely put a halt to that. I think the more we drive that, the more of a distraction it becomes, and I think ultimately it's about the group. And so things have been what they've been, and they are where they are. You know, we are who we are as a team. We're all we got, and we're all we need. And so in terms of who we have this week, we got a really good opponent coming into town, a team that is, if I can only imagine, has been waiting on the opportunity to play us, given history and given how good they've been. Been a great team, great organization, great coach, and great culture. And so my energy, my focus is purely focused on trying to be the best that I can be this week, trying to lead this offense in a way that we need to be led, and be the leader I need to be in this time.
Great comments by Nick Belichick, Bill Saban, whatever you want to call him, and the combination of the two.
Do you need a tissue? You drooling over there?
It's so great.
As Jalen Hurts is speaking, I'm looking over at Evan, and he has heart eyes. He's just
my
like,
God, I love this guy.
Oh, what a perfect response. 10-10, no notes, Ev?
I mean, he's exactly what you should do. Are you kidding? Do you know how good the Lions are? Do you know how much of a challenge this is for us this week? Well, here's the problem I have with that, before we get to the A.J. Brown comments. Last time this happened, the guy that I love, Jalen Hurts, you know what he did? He threw the ball way too much to A.J. Brown. He's like, all right, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? And the beauty of any offense.
Problem is they won that game.
Right. Well, they win
they won
most
the game.
games. They stunk
impressive
offensively
fashion.
on Monday night, and they won the game against the Packers. Like, so this is the issue, is that they win despite all of this. And basically what A.J. Brown is trying to be is the weatherman. I see that a storm is coming, even if it's not here yet. And that's what he's doing.
So is he wrong for his sentiment? Is he wrong for trying to head something off
Let's
that
talk
could
about
be problematic in terms of this team getting to where they want to go?
Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's say you're in a locker room, you're in a film room, and A.J. Brown raises his hand and he says, "Listen, guys, I know we won the Super Bowl last year. I know we're 7-2. We have a major problem brewing on offense. We are not going to be able to keep this up this way, and we need to fix some things. Let's talk about it." If I don't hear it, if you guys don't hear it, if the fans don't hear it, great.
But how do we know he didn't do that, though? That's the problem that I have.
Well, then say that.
Because
if you're going to say everything else, then say that.
Well,
not you. I'm saying him.
Well, here's the thing. We heard about him, Saquon, and Jalen Hurts having a conversation, the impromptu meeting that they had to discuss what was going on with the offensive side of the ball. So that was out there. We've heard from A.J. Brown himself on the calls that he's had with Kevin Patullo in trying to figure out what's going on with the offense. So he's gone the route of trying to have these internal discussions to get things fixed, and yet nothing has changed. Now, I will say this. The offense has been tweaked relative to what we saw in the first 6 games of the season. They're under center a whole lot more. They're under center 38% of their snaps. In the first 6 games, they were only under center 14% of their snaps. As a result, their last 3 games, they're averaging 6.5 yards per play, which is top 3 in the NFL. So there's been improvement in that regard. Last 2 games, Saquon Barkley, 100 yards from scrimmage in each. It's slowly moving in the right direction, but clearly not fast enough for A.J. Brown. And so when we ask these questions about why A.J. Brown is doing this, I think one of the things that gets lost is he wrong in terms of the message that he's trying to send? And I don't think he is.
But there's a difference between acknowledging that the offense is not clicking in the manner in which you need it to be in order to repeat as a champion, and making it about yourself and your individual production, and you not being satisfied with what you're getting and the numbers you're putting up. And I think that's the difference, because yes, he could be forecasting something that could be problematic for this offense and this team as a whole moving forward. But that's not the way it's being delivered. It's being delivered as, I want the ball, I am not getting it, I am upset that you are not utilizing me, and I am not getting the production that I want.
Yep.
And that would upset me if I was in that locker room, and if my goal was for the team to win a championship, and you consistently are going out there talking about your individual wants and needs and having it be a distraction for the team.
I hate what he's doing. Whether he's right or wrong about the actual X's and O's of football, I hate what he's doing. And he's within an organization that you better be careful. Because inevitably what happens is after the season, Howie Roseman, the phenomenal general manager of the Eagles, makes it known, we're trading this guy. Best offer wins. Well, okay. Tennessee may give you the best offer because they need somebody for Cam Ward to throw to. New Orleans may give you the best offer because they need somebody for Tyler Shuck to throw to if he's the guy. Cleveland may give you the best offer because they need someone for Dylan Gabriel Shador or quarterback X to throw to. So are you going to be happy getting the ball more on a terrible team next year, or getting the ball a little bit less on a good team? Because he's about to find that. Don't just assume it's New England because of Vrabel. Everybody's like, oh, New England. Not necessarily. Howie Roseman is not going to be a general manager that's going to be like, well, I got to take care of my guy, and he's been with the organization. Who's giving me the best offer for this young man who's a great football player, but that can help my team in return?
On Monday Night Football, on the pregame, they referred to Howie Roseman as the trade father and said he loves trades so much he might trade his own family members.
And so A.J. Brown.
So no, I don't think that he is feeling loyalty towards A.J. Brown in any sense other than he is an incredibly talented football player that can help us win games.
Yeah, but here's what you got to understand. The man won a championship and days later said it wasn't enough.
So then what will be enough? No,
but that's the thing, though. We can't assign what we think would be enough for us to A.J. Brown because we not him and he not us. So we have to be careful when we're doing that, too. Now, he did say he wants to have team success. He did say that he wants to win. He also acknowledged that he wants to be a part of the winning, and he doesn't think that this team can continue to do this and win. So it's not as if he's saying that the winning is not important. Maybe I don't like his method. No, let me clarify that. I don't like his method, but I do appreciate that he's messaging that something needs to be fixed. And I have a hard time believing that with him being this vocal publicly in the media, that he hasn't expressed those things to his coach, to his quarterback, and to his teammates.
Let's hear from A.J. Brown yesterday, who discussed where the frustration comes from.
Obviously, I want to win too, and I think if we're really focusing on winning and doing our job, like, we can't just keep slapping the Band-Aid over the defense doing their job and getting us out of trouble. At what point are we going to pick up our slack as an offense that we're so great, And that's what I'm getting at. It's not about we're not winning or I don't care about winning. All I care about is stats. No, it's been week after week sometimes we're not contributing. We're not doing our job on offense. So you can't just keep slapping the Band-Aid over that and you expect to win late in the year and you think you're going to go to it at the end of the year. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And last year, what it was, thank you for the ring, but it's a new season. They adapted. We have to adapt, and we have to continue to, get better and try to find new ways. So that's where the frustration comes in, because it's not about winning, you guys. I want to win, yes. I want to help contribute as well, do our thing on offense as well. I think that's fair.
He wants to win, and he wants to contribute as well. Are those comments contributing to winning?
No, great question.
The hypocrisy is loud. You say you want to be a contributor to winning, and by making those comments, you are actively detracting from the ultimate team goal.
But can I ask you a question, just to play devil's advocate here? If no one else is talking about the things that need to be fixed, if no one else has expressed the urgency in terms of getting those things fixed, what choice does A.J. Brown have if he wants to win and he wants to be a productive player? What's the recourse? I guess that's the question. If he's expressed it to his coach, if he's expressed it to the coordinator, the play caller, the quarterback, Saquon Barkley, the offensive line, if he's already said those things internally and it's fallen on deaf ears, what else can A.J. Brown do?
I don't know how airing that out publicly and making it fodder for people like us, which illuminates it even more and causes more tension within that locker room and probably more tension between him and Kevin Petullo, the coaching staff, etc. Because he's calling out various people by saying this.
But you do understand shaming people into doing the right thing. That's a basic human concept. Like, you shame somebody into doing the right thing. You shame somebody into getting something fixed. You shame somebody into better behavior.
Well, then why doesn't Jalen Hurts shame him into not speaking publicly? What happens if Jalen Hurts come out and does the same thing that A.J. Brown is doing and highlights the fact that he's a problem?
Listen, the problem is
we wouldn't like that.
Well, I understand what you're saying, Smalls, but we all acknowledge that the Philadelphia Eagles offense ain't right. Mm-hmm. They'll acknowledge that it's not right. They haven't played their best ball. They haven't come close to what they were last year. We all acknowledge that.
Yep.
But it's not changing. Nothing about it has been changing, or at least not at the rate that it needs to in order to take advantage of the talent that they have on this team. So if our organization is serious about winning championships, which the trades that they made before the deadline would suggest they are, then A.J. Brown is trying to express leadership in this way in terms of being able to point out the things that need to get fixed. If this was a head coach that was pointing it out, we would say, great, call him to the carpet. We say that all the time about how Ben Johnson handles Caleb Williams and everybody else. And I get it, it's a different dynamic when it comes to head coach versus player. I understand it. But if the head coach ain't doing it, and if the quarterback ain't doing it, and if Saquon Barkley ain't doing it, what A.J. Brown is saying is, damn it, I'll do it.
We'll pick up where you left off coming up. We're on Sports